Ivana. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Comic Brook. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Jenna. I don't really eat much. I don't really eat any melons. I do like watermelon well enough. I don't know if I've had any other melons. Come to think of it, have I had any other melons? And how dare you, Comic Book? Accuse me of lying. How dare you? Salt. Hey, PK. Salt your watermelon. No, that sounds like a terrible idea. Watermelon is superior in the melon kingdom. Yep. What people do, but it's like the water. Yeah, which like that's sort of what I was thinking. Like, it's watermelon. Why would you salt that? You're now just eating salt water. Sodiums. Brings out the flavor of the melons. A dowry of blood. Allegedly makes it taste sweeter, but I don't like the idea. Yeah, I don't like the idea of that. That's how you make saltwater taffy. Gothic queer heaven. Meh. There's a lot of books that I should read. Say the same about this chat. About it being Gothic queer heaven. You sure? It's not a new shirt. I've had this shirt for a while. Jenna, it's just my my Dazzler t-shirt. Let me see. Yeah, I've had it for a while. Where do I store my clothes? In my bedroom. This is an office room. Like I've got the bed, like I've got the bedroom over there, and I've got the office room here. I'm not gonna keep my clothes in the office. That's just a weird thing to do. But where? In a basket. Do you have a jacket in the office? Well, sure, because on my way out, on my way out, I grab the jacket when I'm going out. When the weather's nice enough for that one. You check it in the office. Doesn't everyone? Isn't that the whole point of working from home? You store dress at home, but you buy dress in a store? Okay. Ever leave the house? To go get my groceries. About as deep as a teaspoon. Hey, Hazel. Yeah, I leave my house once a week to get groceries. That goes it. Nah. Same old, same old. Need some human interaction. Fuck that shit. For the record, I actually don't eat pumpkins. I've never eaten pumpkin. Dino Nuggies? Not Dino Nuggies, but I did have Sandy Bears. I did have Stoobs. The chicken fillets. Chicken fillets. Pumpkin is good. Well, I'll just have to take your word on that. Because I can't say is it something I'm interested in eating. Nope. Give me a second. I gotta blow my nose. Give me 1 moment. To have Burger King. I have not had Burger King since elementary school. The Doritos boycott thing. The Spanish thing. Where they hired some lady who was apparently kind of a pedophile. I don't really know any detail. I don't really know the details about it. 105 years ago, indeed. He's just the Burger Prince back then. Hey, hungry? No, I don't wanna. Hey, Anunnaki. Night, Tracy. Burger Popper. Hey, Joel. Yeah, back when he was the burger heir apparent. Did I vote? I vote less often than I should. Last election I voted in was what was it? 2018? 2019? 2020? Actually, I think I did vote during COVID as well. There's like a shit. Was it just a municipal election for that one? Did I get kicked off my Facebook the other day? I don't have a Facebook account. Am I voting for Biden or Trump? Neither. I'm Canadian. See Biden against Trump again? Yep. Because who doesn't love a reboot, right? Who doesn't love a fucking sequel? People leaving the presidential nominee blank in protest. Yep. What's in Israel sending Palestinians to Canada? I'd rather Israel get the fuck out of Gaza and the West Bank. I'd rather Israel just knock off this whole ethnic cleansing bullshit. Both terrible. Indeed. I genuinely can't blame anyone who doesn't vote this year. What do you say? I got him. You got him. I was saying fuck Israel. Ethnic cleansing bullshit. Got a shiny Pokemon. Nice. Is it a commune to move there? I mean, as long as it still has internet. Not a cult, a commune. Sure. That's what cults always say. Is it actor Michael Rappaport going off at the Oscars? I don't really know. Not someone I'm particularly familiar with. Mom tattoo on my bicep. I'm not really interested in getting a tattoo in general. One hour a day, we stick our heads out of our wigwams for social interaction. Is that even? No, I'm not. I'm not really that interested in getting a tattoo. Canada tattoo? No, no. If I ever were to get a tattoo, it would have to be something geeky. Star Trek tattoo? Yeah, maybe. The little non-compliant MC symbol from the Bitch Planet comic. The dead giveaway that someone is a zaddy. I don't really know. Excuse me. I'm not really entirely sure what a zaddy is, like how someone qualifies for a zaddy. Pretty good, because they thought they're making Silver Star for a woman. Yep. Yeah, I mean, there are people who freak out. And basically, any time that a woman gets is Surfer an alien? Yes. Yeah, Silver Surfer is an alien who just happens to come from a race that looks exactly like humans. He is from the planet Zenlaw. Zaddy makes me think of Zayn Malik. Take me to church, Zaddy. Would I go to church with a girl? Yeah, probably not. I imagine I'd still be like, you know what? You go ahead. I still don't care. What if it's for love? If she loves me, she'll understand that I'm an atheist. And that I have no interest in going to a church. Just say meh in the pew. I'd rather just not go. Or she look like Janelle Monáe in a suit. Still not going to a church. I'm not going to church. I'm an atheist. I'm not going to a church. You can't make me. No one will ever make me go to a church. How am I going to get married? Probably by not. You'll do things for her instead of yourself. Yeah, but I'm willing to do things for her. Just not go to a church. Janelle Monáe taught me things about myself. She is a very attractive woman. Like, it is borderline unfair how attractive a woman Janelle Monáe is. husband listens to her while building shelves. Like, I don't know. It does feel like these drag characters are people in attendance to make it go by faster. It does kind of feel like people shouldn't be allowed to be as attractive as she is. And she is my age. She is that attractive at my age. Used to pretend I was climbing the walls. You know, like, when's my birthday? A month ago. My birthday was a month ago. Her birthday is December, so she's actually a little bit younger than I am. She is almost a year younger than I am. Her birthday is December of 1985. So she's still 38 to my 39. But like, did I have carrot cake? Hey, Moonshine Molly. Yeah, I think my mom made me a carrot cake. Yeah, my mom made me carrot cake. Yeah, I remember watching that Knives Out 2 with Janelle Monáe, just being like, she is so pretty. I'm trying to, I was trying to look respectfully, but she wasn't making it easy. I have never used a tactical soap. What the fuck even is a tactic? What the fuck even is tactical soap? Like, is it just regular soap that's just given a stupid, obnoxious fucking name in some weird ass attempt to appeal to the douchiest guys? The bag soap from childhood. Right, but what makes it tactical? Is it soap for your balls? Like, did they make a special soap just for balls, but they mixed up tactical and testicle? Like, it's testicle soap, but they made a typo when they were uh, coming up with the name, and they got stuck with it. Autocorrect jumped in, and now they're stuck with that name. Use it as a weapon. Testicular soup. It's testacular. Means it works. Spectacular testicular. Bologna or hot dogs? Bologna I'm not keen on, but yeah, I like hot dogs. I like hot dogs well enough, at least. They're not my favorite thing, but hot dogs wrapped in bologna. I like my hot dogs like Drake. Of course, we're not Jordan. It had so much weight to it. I'll take your word on that. You're so mad you don't have words for it. Do you not have words for it because you're not actually mad, Vanna? Is that why you don't have the words for it? How is this pre-recorded? Because all of this, I knew every single. I'm just that damn good, Jenna. I mean, I've been at this for a while. I know my audience. I've gotten to know my audience pretty well. So I'm able to just predict with high degree of accuracy what you people are going to say. And I got to blow my nose again, so give me a minute. Hot dogs, testicles, and Trump is a safe bet. Not wrong, Jordan. Not wrong. I feel like if you address some people you know would be here and ranted about a nerd thing nobody would know. Not wrong. Especially if I start ranting about a nerd thing, everyone tunes out anyway, right? If I start talking about X-Men, everybody just stops paying attention. Start watching. Yes, Combrick. I have been watching. I've been watching Wellens play that game. Play FF7 Rebirth. What am I doing for St. Patrick's Day? Probably working. Not sure exactly what day St. Patrick's Day falls on, but I imagine I will be working. Because I imagine it'll fall on a weekend, and I work weekends. How about you, Combrick? You watching anybody play FF7 Rebirth? All the X-Men are pointy to me. Are you gonna wear green? Doubtful. If I do have a green T-shirt, if I happen to wear it on St. Patrick's Day, it'll be a complete and total coincidence. Name all the planets in order. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Is it Saturn then Jupiter? And then Neptune, Uranus? Or is it Uranus then Neptune? You're playing it? Loving the mini games in the world? Exploration? And Pluto, yes. Actually fun enough villagers. First hours of cutscene to Sephiroth. Sephiroth were crazy. Hey, little Craig. I'll note that I hadn't actually I never played the original and haven't watched the original. I didn't watch a Let's Play of that Crisis Core. I watched a little bit of Wellens playing Crisis Core, but I wasn't really caring about it somehow. I wasn't really caring about that one. So like she spent that hour like talking about there being something wrong with the entire scene, like with that entire section. I had no idea what the hell she was talking about until finally Keith was like, I don't remember Cloud being in Nibelheim. Like, oh, okay. Like she spent like actually because Let's Play it's it's like 3 episodes. Like it was like two or 3 episodes of the flashback show. Like the flashback took like 2 or 3 full episodes for her to get through. And like 50-minute episodes. And so it took her like two and a half, maybe 2.5 hours to get through it all. I don't really remember exactly. I think it might have been 3 episodes. I think it was like 2.5 hours. So it's like this long thing where like every so often she'd be like, so hold on a minute. Or she'd be like, is this this isn't right? And I had no idea what the hell she was talking about. Like, so what's wrong with it? Like, what's wrong with all this stuff? Like, I'm not sure because she wasn't actually outright saying what was wrong with the whole sequence. She wasn't saying what was wrong with the entire scene, just that there was something wrong with it. Until finally Tifa mentions it, and at that point, Mom's like, "Thank you." She said she felt like she was being gaslighted by the game. Anyway, the episode. So yeah, she's. I've watched 5 episodes so far. Sixth episode went up today, so I haven't watched the sixth episode yet. Uh, Episode 5, she got to the Chocobo farm. She got to Bill's Chocobo farm. Episode Episode 6's title is "The Weirdo's Back," with the thumbnail being that kid who like gives you materia for doing weird shit. What's his name? Chumley? Chalmers? Chadley. Yeah. So yeah, screenshot of Chadley and the weirdo's back. He's so annoying. I love him. Because browsing through the FF7 Rebirth, I was browsing through that the tag on Twitter a few days ago, and somebody posted uh, I don't think it was even the tag. I think it was an actual Twitter account that I follow. Incorrect at Final Fantasy quotes. I think it might have been. Yeah, it's like that's a record-breaking shit. I can create a new materia based on this research. Based on this. Well, that's like a record-setting shit. Imagine naming your kid Chadley. I mean, imagine naming your kid Cloud. Imagine naming a kid Sephiroth. Who names a kid fucking Sephiroth? Final Fantasy. No, like a lot of names in Final Fantasy are just like, why? And then there's Zach. Another terrible name, exactly. I'm kidding. I'm sorry to the Zachs out there. I think I do have a Zach who watches me, don't I? I do. I do have a Zach who watches, don't I? I'm sorry, Zach. Where did Zach go? I don't know. He comes and goes. Every so often he's around, sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not. It's been a while. I don't think it's been that long. I think he's been around recently. I feel like I've seen him fairly recently. There's Zach and there's Zach. Do we have two Zachs? I thought I only had one Zach who watches. Multiple Brooks, too. Yep. There's Comic Brook and there's non-Comic Brook. Hey, Lady Di. Who is the homeless one? Ugly Hobo? This one? That's what I thought. I was pretty sure there was only one Zach. If a second one showed up, I think they'd have to duel to the death. It's kind of a Highlander deal. Hey, Killface. There can be two Brooks, but only one Zach. If a third Brook comes along, then there's gonna have to be a fight to determine who has to leave. How's my day? Yeah. As usual, I slept in super late. Think if I with work. No. No, physical style. To the death. Well, maybe not to the death. I'm thinking like cage match. Sleep is love. Yep. Yeah, I stayed up way too late playing Cyberpunk. So then I slept late. Do I wake up and have to make myself go back to sleep? Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll wake up and have trouble falling back to sleep. It sucks. What after dinner? St. Hubert's. Hey, color purple. Have I banned people that have the same name as me? No. I have not banned people just like I have banned people for their names, but only because their names were offensive. I haven't banned anyone just because they have like a duplicate, a name that is similar to someone else or something like that. I have not trademarked it, which means I suppose technically somebody else could make money off of my name, off my screen name, my channel name. But if somebody can make money off my name, kudos to them, because I don't. Though in fairness, I don't really put much effort into making money off it. I think I'm gonna put in the effort to research merchandising and shit like that. Fuck that noise. I'm lazy. What am I clicking on? I'm clicking through Steam's discovery queue. It's something that start a food cart named Sweet Treats. Would I say it out loud for $10? Only one way to find out, I suppose. The answer is no. No, I wouldn't. Not looking at the visual novels. I mean, some of the games that pop up are visual novels, but no, I mean it's just like a general like discovery queue. Like, it's just like a random selection of games that are available on Steam. What about 1 million? Only one way to find out. MG, where you at? Pretty sure not even MG has the. Pretty sure not even MG can drop $1 million. I think that's too rich for even her blood. Goodbye, A class 09 while you play. It is one that I do kind of want to play. Someone in FB's chat named Ron, who's been gifting so many memberships. It's giving Zaddy. Huh. I'm glad to hear that. Good for Ron. You can tell he's gangster from his pick, too. It's Ronadon. Ronadan. Interestingly, Class of '09 is on sale. Ronald McDonald. Currently 40% off. What's that? Class of '09? It's a rejection sim. It bills itself as the anti-visual novel. What I'd say it is an anti-harem game. Class of '09 is basically an anti-harem game. Because like harem games, you're playing this dude who like picks up 1,000 gorgeous women, ends up picking up all these gorgeous women. Class of '09, you play a woman who keeps turning guys down. You play the anime girl and create mass chaos in the lives of your potential suitors. How do we buy? I will buy it at some point. I'm sure I will play it at some point. But the next visual novel, like after I play, good one for stream. Oh, it would be a fantastic one for stream. Like it seems like it'd be an absolutely perfect game to play on stream. That said, after I finish Chronotopia, I do want to play Harmony. I do really want to play Harmony because that game looks really fucking good too. I think the chat would turn feral probably. Hey, Lizette, what's my life goal? Bang your mom. My life goal is to bang your mom. Class of '09. This game contains references to sexual themes and explicit criminal acts such as drug solicitation, substance abuse, homicide, physical assault, sexual assault, fraud, and self-harm. Something about fraud being in there is just weirdly hilarious to me. Like, self-harm, assault, sexual assault, murder, and fraud. I watched some endings and really liked it. I mean, like I said, it looks like a really fun game. What's Harmony again? Harmony is from Don't Nod. Does it involve rejecting men? So Harmony, you play a clairvoyant that connects you to Reverie, the realm of the aspirations of humanity. Glory, bliss, power, chaos, bond, and truth. You become a goddess with the power to choose the aspiration that will rule over reverie and restore the balance between the deity's world and ours. It just seems like a really interesting concept. Hey, Wobetide. Beyond that, I feel like the mature content for this for Harmony, there's references to drug and alcohol, and there's a reference to fighting against corporations, but there's nothing like the mature content description that indicates that there's nothing actually bad in the game. Considering we're currently playing a game like the current visual novel we're playing, incest, assault, being like just brutally assaulted, being fucking crucified. We're playing a really dark fucking game right now with a shitload of content warnings. Like a really shit one. Right, but still, it is dark. It is a dark ass game. So playing something that is, like following it up with something that is not at all like that, something that has no no real content warnings. Am I scared of horror games? I'm not big on horror in general. Is it too scary? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a fan of being scared. I don't really enjoy being scared, so. It's okay to be scared. Well, yeah, it's not something that I enjoy. Like horror, but scary games really put me off. I sound like Chantal. Does she scream a lot? No, I don't not though. It's probably gonna be sad. I mean, there will probably be some sad stuff, but it honestly does kind of look like it's just gonna be a fun game. Like that Harmony does look like it's just like a good time, honestly. Like there'll be some sad shit, sure. There'll be some tough choices, but a scary movie I saw. I mean, kind of depends on how what counts as scary. She screams. Yeah, that tracks. The screams are the best part. Yep. Exorcist. I enjoyed The Exorcist. The Shining. I haven't watched Alien. I watched Aliens. At least I don't think I saw the first one. Pretty sure I have never watched the first Alien. Have I? I don't remember if I've watched the first Alien. I know I watched Aliens. Aliens is superior, but Alien is a masterpiece. Yeah, I honestly just do not remember if I've watched the first one. Like The Shining a lot more than I thought it would. I will say, one big issue I have with The Shining is Stanley Kubrick is an asshole. Knowing some of the behind the scenes shit about The Shining, fuck him. Fuck Stanley Kubrick. You know, like when Jack Nicholson is stepping in to say, hey, ease up. Because both Shelley Duvall and Scatman Crothers broke down in tears, having no idea what the fuck Kubrick even wanted from them. Kubrick was a hell of a cinematographer. Kubrick had an amazing eye for shots. The fact that it took so fucking many shots, like so fucking many takes for the littlest fucking thing, tells me that he was actually a bad director. Kubrick was an amazing cinematographer, but a bad director. Because he was unable to communicate to his cast what he actually wanted from them. He was unable to communicate to them what he was looking for. And that is the key job of a director, is to communicate to the cast, here is how this shot should, here's how this scene should go. This is what I want to see. I think he was just sadistic. Wasn't the cast? Oh, he was sadistic. I mean, like, he was one of those guys who was just perfectionist to the extreme. Like, the man was fucking insane. Like, he was absolutely batshit insane. Like, you know that scene where Duvall's character sees his manuscript that is just page after page after page of all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Kubrick had somebody type that out. The entire, like every single page in that stack of paper had all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy over and over and over and over. There was no reason for that. You only need a few pages of it because you only see a few pages of it. But Kubrick, being an idiot, like being fucking insane, hired someone to type out like 200 pages of that. Well, there's The Shining is a metaphor about film. Well, there's The Shining is a metaphor about filming the moon landing on a soundstage and having to deal with the aftermath of the truth of his wife. Doubtful. I do remember reading once that based on the film technology of the day, uh, faking the moon landing would have actually been cost more and been more work than actually going to the moon. I don't know exactly all the details of how it works out, but that it legitimately would have been easier to actually go to the moon compared to faking it. U.S. government is not cost effective. Fair, but but the point is the technology to fake it didn't really exist at the time. Like they couldn't really have convincingly faked the moon landing using the film equipment, the film technology that was available for some reason. I don't really know how. Yeah. Like I said, I can respect Kubrick's eye for cinematography, but it was a shit director. I bet Neil and Buzz get so pressed when they hear people don't believe them. I mean, Buzz Aldrin knocked a dude out. Wasn't it some guy who wasn't it some dude who was questioning whether the moon who was questioning if the moon landing was faked? Wasn't it like that? Because I know Buzz Aldrin punched somebody. Wasn't it somebody who was like saying that the moon landing was fake that Buzz Aldrin punched? I just it's not. It's not sales day. It's footage from the moon. I don't think he's alive for this. Might have been before my time. Like, I'm not sure I was alive at the time either, but I know Buzz Aldrin punched a dude once. I'm pretty sure it's somebody who was. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. It was 2002 that it happened. So actually, yeah, so I was alive for it. So yeah, back in 2002. Um, Buzz Aldrin, 72 years old at the time, by the way. Buzz Aldrin was 72 at the time. And a moon landing conspiracy theorist uh, accused him of lying about going to the moon. At 72 fucking years old, Buzz Aldrin threw a fucking punch. The dude who got punched even said that Aldrin's like, oh, it's a good punch. Like, dude even admitted, oh, it was a good punch. Hey, Charles. And yeah, no charges ended up being filed because how the fuck do you file charges against Buzz fucking Aldrin? Like no jury would convict him. Yeah, it'd be like he accused. Yeah, guy was accusing Aldrin of faking the moon landing. Not guilty, Your Honor. Not guilty. And also, uh, we think you should get to punch the guy again. What would it take for me to punch someone? I don't know. Honestly, pure and simple panic, probably. I feel like it's the kind of thing that I would only do like in an absolute panic scenario. You know, like the kind of thing where like afterwards I don't even really realize that I've done it. Zombie apocalypse breaks out to use a gun as a weapon, or do I go sans guns? I mean, depending on the zombies and everything, there's a good chance that I probably end up dying. Pretend they're slow. Either way, I mean, there's, you know, it's going to depend a lot on the circumstances, but I have a feeling that I don't survive a zombie apocalypse. Myself into the No, I wouldn't throw myself into the crowd or anything. I just figured that I probably would end up dead. I just don't think I'd do very well. It's not like I have any great survival skills. That's what I thought. Well, no, because I mean, zombies aren't real. Zombies are an impossibility. Like, I'm not going to come up with a plan for something that is literally not never going to happen. You know? Like, I may as well come up with a strategy to woo Janelle Monáe, you know? Things that will never happen. What's my plan for if I end up in a riddle contest with a fairy? The zombies that are seen in like movies and shit, they are not scientifically possible. Not prepared for the aliens. Again, like I don't believe that aliens have visited Earth. I don't think aliens will visit Earth. If they do, if aliens do end up visiting Earth, the fact is, no plan I make is going to matter. If they have technology that advanced, Not gonna be a damn thing I can do. We're not good enough for aliens anyway. Exactly. U.S. military just released a report saying that we aren't ready for aliens either. Which is one of those things that feels like it's... You know, like military, like, oh, we're not prepared for an alien invasion. And it's like, well, no shit. And like, it feels like it's more of a PR thing. You know, like it feels like it's more of... Look at us warning about alien invasions. Aren't we hip and cool? But I mean, yeah, you can't prepare for an alien invasion because if they have the technology for interstellar travel, if they can travel from one star system to another, I mean, space is huge. Like, it is massive. If they have faster than light travel, which they would need, they're gonna have weapons that can just decimate us from orbit. Ending point to space. Space is infinite, just like your mom's coochie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Josie. See, I don't believe that kill phase. Because, I mean, like I said, space is just too big, and faster than light travel defies the laws of physics. So, I feel like I'm an ancient astronaut theorist from Ancient Aliens. Another thing I'll note on the topic of aliens, people who say, like, oh, the pyramids were built by aliens. That is one of the most ridiculous conspiracy theories because the Egyptians kept very good records. We actually have records of what they paid the people who worked on the pyramids. Like, literally, like, we know how much, like, we know what they were fed. We have tablets saying they were given this much money, this much food, and this much ale. Their work was undervalued. I mean, probably, but that's nothing new. Like we know how the pyramids were built. We know exactly how the pyramids were built. Because they kept really fucking good records of that shit. I know, Killface. It's just that is a very common alien-related conspiracy theory. Like it is one of the most common alien-related conspiracy theories, and it's also the one that is most easily disproven. Side note: it wasn't slaves who built it either. Contrary to popular belief, the pyramids were not built by slaves. I bet the intergalactic currency is your mom. Yep. Who built them? Paid laborers. Literally, they were paid for their work. They were paid for the labor they did. Egypt also had slaves, obviously. Slavery was not, slavery was, how did they build them? Lots and lots of pulling. Ropes and ramps and people putting their backs into it. Did I document where they got the sense from? Pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure that was documented as well. I have never visited the pyramids. I wouldn't mind visiting them. Another pyramid related thing. Because pyramids are found in a bunch of different countries, there's this theory that, well, clearly aliens must have been involved. Or, that there was some other way that, like, the Egyptians and the Mayans had some sort of connection to each other, blah, blah, blah. Because, there's ancient pyramids are still around, and Mayan pyramid ziggurats are still around. Yeah, and like the pyramid is basically the sturdiest shape that you can build, and they were usually built out of stone, which tends to last for a while. So yeah, homes built out of mud or trees or whatever. Yeah, what a shock that those aren't still around. While the things that are the actual strongest shape possible still exist. I wish my house was a triangle. Have fun. It would last longer. Your house would last longer if it was a triangle. Underground houses with the roof sticking out of the ground. I have not. On a side note, it's why a lot of houses these days have, you know, roofs like this. It's it makes it a lot sturdier. It just lasts a lot longer. Oh, good night, Killface. A flat roof is going to develop problems a lot sooner than a steepled roof. Not sure what they're called. Hobbit holes? Are you talking about hobbit holes, PK? Hey, non-comic Brook. We were talking about you earlier. Sort of. In that we were mentioning how there are two Brooks in my audience. And I was saying that if a third Brook ever joins, then we're gonna have to have there's gonna have to be a fight to see which one has to leave. There can be two Brooks in my chat. There's a two Brook limit. Beyond that, gotta have a fight to see who has to leave. See my mom today? I did not see my mom today. Brook, Comic Brook, and Brooklyn. There's a Brooklyn? Oh, not yet. Okay. So they're like, wait, there's a Brook. I don't remember a Brooklyn. All brooks lead to the ocean somehow. Yeah. A brook flows into a bad one brooks. A brook flows into a river, which flows into the ocean. Actually, that reminds me of a song. broke my heart and flooded my basement. The basement in my pants. Either way, she sucks. Rude. Saw a thing the other day. So you've heard of Zillow? Are you familiar with the site Zillow? It's like a real estate site. Um, Somebody posted a link to a house. Bought muffins from the store today. They suck. Aw, that sucks. See, $400,000 for this house, so reasonable, right? Picture 2 of the house. What happened? Flooding. I think there was flood damaged and caused a big chunk, most of the house itself, caused the house itself to collapse. Still has a garage. Where is that? Alaska. It's Juneau, Alaska. Investment opportunity. Property is being sold as is. No house to sell yet. There's a garage with an apartment above it. What's being sold is a garage with an apartment above it and a whole lot of wreckage. There's multiple photos of the collapsed home. There's like 6 photos of the whole. They made sure to get a lot of photos of the whole. The sheet over the hole where a wall used to be. I die before listening. Yeah, like the number of photos of the hole indicates that the real estate agent wasn't particularly excited about listing it either. Airbnb, perfect for ice fishing. Well ventilated fixer upper, yep. Guarantee no mold. What is there is nice. The apartment that still exists is actually very nice. In fairness, it's a really nice apartment that is above the garage. It's just boop. Amazing agent agreed. I mean, it's one of those things where I imagine the agent was like, "Yeah, this ain't selling." It's like I'll list it, but don't get your hopes up, buddy. Because a lot of photos of the giant hole in the ground where a house used to be. That a bear is living in that hole? I mean, probably not. Comes with a pet. Hey, Smokey. Fish from your sink. Decent fish for that head. It is so weird to me how often I find Sailor Moon trending on Twitter. Listen description. There is. I read like a couple bits of it. Yeah. Apparently, Sailor Moon premiered 32 years ago today. The anime did, at least. Yeah, apparently the Sailor Moon anime debuted 32 years ago. March 7th, 1992. Thoughts on Interpol? Gotta find a cat yet? No. Uh, Interpol or Interpol? 32 years ago sounds like 1970 something, but it's not. Nope, 1992. 32 years ago is 1992. Because we're old. What did I have for dinner? I had St. Hubert's. My boycotting Kit Kat. Nestle, yes. I'm boycotting Nestle, yes. Ate that for us, yeah. The never-ending march of time goes on. A lot of candies anyway, at least Anunnaki. Not all, but a lot of them, because Nestle and Mars. I mean, Nestle and Mars are, they own most candy. They do. Those two companies do own most candy. Skinny Queen. Oh, nope. I am still 180. I've spent like a year and a half being 180 pounds. Caramel Reese's? No, I have not. I never really went for Reese's. Place with another candy? Yeah, kinda. I do eat chocolate-covered raisins. I eat Swedish berries. I'm getting pistachios lately. I've been eating pistachios a lot lately. It's a Swedish berry. I mean, it's a waxy gummy. It's basically, I mean, it's basically just wax, but in the shape of a berry. It's a Canadian thing. They are squishy. They're very squishy candies as well. Vitamin gummy. Yeah, they are the Canadian. It's what notes of berry are we talking? Artificial. We're talking artificial flavor. Looks not potent. Weight loss vitamin gummy. Watery. No, it's not watery. It's I mean they're solid. They're very chewy. They do tend to be pretty chewy. Knockoff brand. I don't know if they're knockoff. I mean, it's a Canadian brand. Try one now. Honestly, I don't have the appetite for one right now. No. I kind of feel like that dude from Monty Python and the Meaning of Life. His wife, how thin? Raspberries? No, I don't think raspberries really. Honestly, I don't think they really taste like any specific berry. They don't really taste like any specific berry, I don't think. Closer to strawberry than anything else, I guess, but doesn't really taste particularly like strawberry either. It's just like that's the one that it's closest to. My favorite candy when I was a kid. M&M's probably. I always really enjoyed M&M's and Kit Kats. Lingonberry. The silly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it tastes like artificial flavor. It tastes like artificial flavor. That artificial fruit flavoring that doesn't actually taste like anything real. Big stretch. Yep. Thank you, Vanna. Thanks, Vanna. No smoky because I haven't been on my dating apps in so long that I'm pretty sure my profiles are no longer active. I feel longer now. Yes. In my pants. Try a new app. I don't want to. I don't really care about dating right now. It's okay for me to not be interested in dating. Jesus Christ, dude, people. I am allowed to not be interested in dating at the moment. Coffee shop. Well, I don't go to coffee shops. I don't drink coffee, so I never go to the coffee store. Coffee shop. As for the grocery store, nobody meets at grocery stores anymore. I mean, you run into somebody you know and you get to talking, but nobody runs into a cute girl at the grocery store and starts up a conversation. That's not a thing anymore. That hasn't been a thing in like 30 years. $40. They need to be melon aisle. Reach for the same video game at the same time. Except most video games are online now. I know that's literally my fantasy. Even then, though, most video games are digital these days. Can you help me get this down? I'm too short. And bam, love it for a sec. Well, I'm not all that high. I'm not all that tall either. Good luck, guys, over the Our Life display. Did I run around the store with the vitamin D sweets? What? Vitamin D sweet? What? What the hell is a vitamin D sweet? Is that some kind of dick reference? Only two people at a theater showing an anime film? I mean, fuck, not in fucking Cornwall. Cornwall doesn't show anime. Only two people at the theater for like Cats 2. Is it getting hot in here so cold I can see my breath? I mean, I'm assuming Cats will get a sequel at some point. Right? I mean, it's got it, right? What more is there to say? I don't know. Memories Part 2. I mean, we need more Mr. Mephistopheles, right? Let's check in on a date. I mean, it would depend on where I was going and what the weather was like. It would depend on what the weather was like. Slightly windy, then yeah, I imagine I would wear it. If it wasn't cold, if it wasn't, if it's not cold enough that I need my winter jacket, then sure, I'll wear the leather jacket. Anyways. Hey, Kokoloka. I'm leaving now. 2 hours, so I'm ready to end it for the night. Ready to call it a night. I'll be back tomorrow, Comic Brook. I'll be here tomorrow for more Chronotopia. Trying to remember where we left off. Oh yeah, we had a kid. Oh, that's right. We left off with her baby daddy's wife ready to clearly getting ready to kill us. Who's that Bandy like? Heartless bastards. Or something. I mean, heartless bastards would have been the ones that. Hey, Bimba. So yeah. Not the baby. Oh yeah, that baby's doomed. You like them? Good band. So leaving for now. I'm leaving tonight. I'm done for tonight. But I'll be back tomorrow. Nighty night, everybody. Good night.